Hello, travelers. I'm Chris. Welcome to Lorespire. This is our Friday night player submitted build live stream, and we do have a player submitted build to test out this weekend, or this Friday night. It was submitted by Han on Discord, and if anybody wants to see the specifics of what he submitted, you can check out the Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous builds section of the Discord server, and you can see what he submitted. It wasn't really a complete build. He submitted what he had and was kind of asking for advice, so I'm kind of combining what he provided with what I can think of that might go well with it. He's going with a Spartan inspired warrior using a short spear and a shield, utilizing things like two-weapon fighting and bash. And he wanted it to be a legend build. I'm not exactly sure if or how to get the legend path to work with Toy Box. I've not actually tried it yet. But if we can get that to work, then we'll build out the whole thing. If not, then we'll just build it up to the point where you would take legend, and maybe from there I can work on it some more later. But anyways, how's everybody out there doing tonight? Well, I hope. Now, just one moment, please. One moment. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. My son was sick all over my wife and the floor, and had to help clean that up right quick. But I'm back. Sorry for the wait. And anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of going through now, picking up the feats and stuff that we need. We got bashing finished there. I took some levels in Slayer before to get 2-weapon fighting without having to add, put a bunch of points into dexterity. And if anybody has some advice on how to make this build, some things that you think might be good ideas, since we're actually just trying to help Han out here and use his premise, but kind of add our own spin to it to make it work, feel free to let me know. Yeah, it kind of sucked. I had to grab a towel and, you know, clean her and clean the floor right quick, and she's gonna take care of the rest since I got her to a point where she can move and do it. All right, I think shield wall could be good for what Han was going for. But we'll leave that up to him if he wants to incorporate, shield users into his party or not. I'm not actually going to take it here. I think maybe back to back might be a good idea though, to give some more AC, because even if you don't have shield users, you're almost certainly going to have other melee party members and pets that you can benefit from this with. Makes me look like a cartoon. Oh, well, that's good, I guess. Yeah, that's the first time that I've kind of tried this. So maybe I got the settings wrong for the lighting. Here, tell me if this helps any or maybe looks any better. If not, then y'all can just watch me as a cartoon, or if it's too distracting, I can turn the camera off, and we can do this without me being in the bottom corner, and I'll try to have the settings fixed better for the next one. I'm not a lefty. I hadn't actually considered that, but as soon as I'm done here with this stream, I'll tell my wife to get right on it. Hopefully she has it prepared. Oh, that's actually pretty awesome, Dumpling Shakes. It's an awesome game, so if you gotta be addicted to something, why not this? The Blood Rager makes for a pretty good Azada build, or at least it's the Azada build that I used. I don't actually have a build video out for it, but it did pretty well. I also feel like this build that I'm building right now would probably do pretty well as an Azada. It's actually the mythic path I was planning on taking with it up until Legend, if we have to go that route with the toy box mod in order to finish this out. But I don't know, maybe I'll try to make my next build video an Azada build video though, because according to the poll that we did, everybody's favorite mythic path, well, not everybody's, but like 48%, I think it is, have Azada as their favorite mythic path. So almost as many as all other mythic paths combined. And I don't have an actual build video out for the Azada, so yeah, maybe I'll make that my next one. But I mean, the Azada can really do well with just about any class, though. It's not like some of the other ones where maybe you have to be more specific. Alright, well that's good. I'm glad that it's better now, Lunariah. I'm not sure, well, yeah, I do know. I had the color saturation to try to make up for the green screen in the back. I guess I had the color saturation off because of that. Alright, I think we're going to switch back to the Slayer for a little while here at this point to try to pick up some more feats. I don't think there's anything too great left for the Disciple of the Pike. And whatever it is, if we can get the legend portion of the build to work, then we'll probably end up maxing that out eventually anyways. I think we have all the shield bash feats, all the 2-weapon fighting feats, or at least the ones that we can get. It looked like maybe in his Han's build, let's see, he had improved initiative, which I'm probably not actually going to include here. He's also got critical focused and improved critical, so maybe he's trying to get crits, so maybe we'll go for that. There we go, critical focus. And then we'll pick up combat reflexes. Yeah, that's a good idea, Lunariah. Especially if Dumpling hasn't tried a healer out yet. We actually just started a Divine Herbalist playthrough on last night's stream. And, you know, still really early, but definitely got a lot more healing than what any of the other classes have early on. And I expect it to pretty much stay that way. No, we want combat reflexes now. Maybe should have taken it earlier. Combat trick. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. No, actually, we don't want combat reflexes, do we? Let me look at it one more time just to make sure. Yeah, I guess we do want it. Dang, Sam. Sam H, thanks for joining us. 3 Lich characters? What do you got, a melee Lich build, a caster Lich build, and... or a Death Knight caster, and a natural attacks build, or maybe a kineticist build? Sounds like you're definitely addicted to the Lich. No, Dumpling. It's actually, if you just check the channel, it should be the most recent video or live stream video, the one from last night. It's on our channel here on YouTube. The very beginning, I streamed on Twitch, but that wasn't working out so well, so I do all of my videos and my streaming here on YouTube now. And like I said, you know, it's still really early. We've only played it for maybe 2 hours or so. But it's a good fun build so far, and yeah, I think it's probably definitely, from what I've heard and seen so far, the best healing build that you can get in the game. Alright, what was I looking for here? Yeah, we're not really going to worry about any of that. Now let's go ahead and take Accomplished Sneak Attacker for now. And like I said, I've not actually done the or tried to take the Legend Mythic Path using the Toy Box mod. So we'll see how this works, or if it works. Alright, we're going to take Bit of Fun for the first Ascension, because I like that for melee characters. And he actually had a list of mythic abilities that he wanted to include. Actually, let's see, Thundering Blows. Yeah. Thundering Blows. And yeah, sorry, I was really trying to have all of this actually already built so that we could just do the testing part. But my chickens got out and got loose. I had to go catch them, and yeah, I ended up not having enough time. One of these days, I'll have this all actually built out and ready to test before we actually start. Alright, 2-weapon fighting. And then... oh, there we go. There's the legend. Guess I'll take that now. And it seems like maybe that's all I have to do, because we have more levels here. Maybe that's it for that. And I think here we want to take not Cavalier. Yeah. I think I want to stick with Slayer until level 10 here to pick up the... oh, wait a minute. That was the Swift Study target, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay, never mind. We already got that. Let's go back to Disciple of the Pike then and finish that out. Since that's mainly what Han wanted the build to be centered around anyways. And I chose Athletics and Mobility just because Athletics and Perception and Persuasion were on Han's list of skills that he wanted included. I decided to exclude Persuasion, but keep Athletics and Perception. And I decided to do that just because having mobility is good for a melee character. anyways, and Knowledge Arcana and Lore Nature are actually used by a class ability that adds half of the class's levels to Knowledge Arcana and Lore Nature checks in order to identify, monsters. Or enemies of any kind, I believe. Not necessarily just monsters. And I'm not sure how many levels this is actually going to give us, but I'm going to stop at 34 if we get that far, because it's kind of double what we already had. So yeah, we're gonna stop there, or before if it makes us stop before. All right, let's work on our Iron Will. And a bonus feat. How about improved Iron Will? Never mind. Yeah, it's not gonna let me take that. Well, he wanted improved initiative, so actually, yeah, I think maybe we'll actually take Hammer the Gap. Yeah. The saturation should not have gone up again. I don't know if it's the camera image isn't working out. Just let me know and I can shut it off if we have to or whatever. But I definitely didn't touch any settings. Let's go back to Slayer so that we can pick up our 2-weapon fighting feats. And obviously all of this is not going to be optimized. I might go back and take a look at what we actually chose here and then figure out which levels each feat and each ability should come at. But either way, it should give us a pretty good base to go off of, just as far as testing it out. Alright, combat style feat. Let's take our improved 2-weapon fighting. And actually, let's change that because our reflex save is way lower than our fortitude. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. What? I ruined the fun again? I'm pretty good at doing that. I'm not sure how I managed it this time though. I was hoping Hanch would show up to give us some input on the build as we were building it, but I guess he couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately. Yeah, and as long as I'm here and everybody's here, I'm actually working on Lunaria's build video from the player submitted build that Lunaria submitted. And I'm hoping to have that out tomorrow. If it's not out tomorrow, it should definitely be out Sunday. I've not been able to finish the full party build video. That'll be coming the following weekend instead. Yeah, that was just taking a lot more time than what I was anticipating. So I pivoted. There we go. Improved lightning reflexes. And we're just going to keep all that going to strength. Oh, all right. Well, thanks, Sam. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty boring whenever I'm just sitting here thinking and trying to figure out what's the next thing to add to the build. I feel like that's pretty boring, but if that's what's exciting, then hey, awesome. There is like a pretty large amount of lag between the time that you type something and I say something, or I say something and you type it. Just as an FYI, we've figured that out. Like it might be like a full minute of lag. It's pretty significant. And I guess I'm gonna have to pick that up as a Slayer talent. Alright, let's go ahead and go to armor focus then so we can get our AC up a little bit. We already took combat expertise earlier, so we'll actually have the ability to tank, especially with all of these extra levels. We should definitely have the ability to tank if need be. So we'll get that AC up there so we can do it if we have to. Alright, we'll take, actually, maybe we should pick up some more of these teamwork feats, since we can spread them to all of our allies. We'll take Seize the Moment. And I guess we'll go ahead and take Shield Wall here. Alright, Great Fortitude. No, not Great Fortitude. Improved Iron Will. And it just keeps on going on and on for forever. It doesn't feel quite right. Yeah, you might be right, Lunarai. I've actually not done very much with the legend. This is just what Heinrich. Well, I don't know. It was a little unclear because in what he wrote, it stated that that he wanted to follow the legend path, but then it also included mythic abilities and feats. But maybe that was just supposed to be until you actually took the legend path. But anyways, we're gonna see just how well it happens to do here. Five minutes, Lunaraya? Wow. I didn't think it was that bad. Thought it was about one, maybe two. That's why I've been saying that eventually we're going to have to get it to where everybody just kind of joins Discord while they're watching because, you know, Discord is real time. Hey, Sean, thanks for joining us. It's because we're taking the Legend Mythic path with this build, which can get you up to level 40 if you take the way of the Legend. I feel like that was really loud there. I don't know why I said that so loud. Alright, let's go ahead and finish up the Cavalier. I feel like that's probably far enough on that. Yeah, Sean, it does seem really OP. I've not done too much with it. But you do lose all of the mythic feats and mythic abilities, mythic powers, and not just for yourself, but for your entire party. So, I don't know, it kind of seems like having mythic feats and abilities for your entire party is probably better than having an extra 20 levels, but like I said, I haven't messed around with it too much to really know for sure. But I would say for sure if you're going to try like a solo run, then, you know, Legend is probably the way to try to go. Of course, you don't actually get it until you're getting close to the end of the game anyways, but... I already took armor focus, right? Yeah, I did. That's not really going to help. I believe with Sunder Armor, like if we still had access to Mythic Feats, I think you can actually get this to where you can do it as a swift action. And so you can sunder their armor and attack on the same turn, I believe. And then it would be worth it, but kind of not worth it right now. No, I guess we can take coordinated defense. Why not? No, let's take improved blind fight. I think we might take toughness. Why not? We're going to get a lot of extra mileage out of that since we have so many extra levels. We only have 533 hit points. Alright, well, I guess that's it for that. I don't know why we have a mythic rank, but we don't. Probably because we used the toy box mod to do it. Man, this freaking pit eats forever. Alright, let's get everybody together and see if we can't give this a good test. Although first I need to equip whatever I need to equip. On some mithril plate. And we actually need a short spear. Maybe we'll just use Finian for that. Oh, she doesn't have anything better. Alright, so if we had better gear, we could actually get a little bit more power out of this. So just, remember that while we're doing this. I think it's probably still going to be pretty, strong. But yeah, if we had gear that we'd been collecting the whole game for it, it would be even stronger. I'm gonna take that off of you. And put that on. Where did it go? Am I blind or is it not there? There it is. Wow. Yeah, I'm blind. Much point in any of that. Hey, let's see. Wizard, Cleric, Mystic, Theurge. No? You're just going for something that's kind of all around there, or... I don't know, I feel like the real power with a legend character is trying to stack your sneak attack die like absurdly high, because you can get so many more of those. Not actually done it, but that's the idea that I've had in the past about it. Alright, let's see. We're gonna take that. And actually, we'll take that. Alright, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to solo in here, so let's definitely equip some weapons and armor. Oh, that's a lot of spell casting to be sure. But you can still only cast so many spells in a turn. Alright, I want to get this stuff down here. What's the different? One should be swift, I think. Yeah, that's a swift action. Oh, that is actually unfortunate. I was thinking that using this shared all of your teamwork feats, but apparently it's only one. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Got a lot of abilities here, though, that do or look very similar.
The world has suffered enough.
Alright, let's get buffed up and see what we can do here. See how this looks. I'm afraid that losing all of our mythic feats and mythic abilities might hamper the party quite a bit.
I must part with everything demonic in me. But Desna, please allow me to keep my lovely, irresistibly beautiful. bravissimi. Inimosi bravissimi.
Guess that's good for that.
Esmi, Axel, yes.
Don't need that. I'm pretty sure you can always play a Lich, just that eventually it could possibly get boring. But I gotta say that the Lich is still definitely my favorite, so I'd be okay with it if you did. The Azada definitely gets some pretty crazy spells. I do like the Trickster. The Trickster gets some that are really cool. I don't know if they're as powerful though. Although they're probably ripe for exploitation. Alright, well, let's see how this might go here. I think I actually already took out these Vovakia in this playthrough, so we're not going to be fighting them.
I sense something. I've embarrassed myself.
Great. Whatever. We'll be fine.
Surrender or else! I refuse to accept their statement.
Sorry, I wanted to switch to turn-based mode so we can really get a good look at just what we're doing as far as damage goes. Alright, good horse, good horse. Alright, I guess 50 is not bad for one hit.
I will resist.
Be gone, fiend!
Alright, so the party doesn't really seem to be gimped all that much yet. Of course, these are definitely some of the weakest enemies around this area. Alright, we're gonna study, and we actually do not need the combat expertise on, so let's take that off. Ooh, a Monk Lich solo run? That actually sounds like fun. Oh, what is that Lich power? There's one that should be really good for, I think for natural attacks, but for a monk, if you're fighting with your weapons, it should work for that too, for touch attacks. Alright, here we... Really? Alright, so we're hitting between 50 and 76 on pretty much every attack. I don't know, at this point I kind of just want to leave the party behind and go. Yeah, I think we might do that. Alright, that was pretty good. Yeah, we're just going to finish buffing, and then we're going to go ahead and take out the party once all the buffs are up. And see how he does on his own with full buffs. I don't actually think there's much acid damage around here, so that's probably what I'm gonna skip. At least not that I recall.
Trust in yourself.
Throw that on you. And
Anything new?
you should have, there we go. Alright, I think that should be pretty good on buffs. We're just going to rest one last time, and then I'm going to remove the party, and we'll see how this guy... It seems like this should do pretty well by itself. So let's find out. One thing I do want to do first, though, is save. Alright, so we do have a full party's worth of buff, so it's not really a true solo kind of gig. Let's see how far we can make it and what we can do here. Yeah, that's a good point, Sam. In this game, if you've got good archers, they will mow down just about everything. Like, Arushale is almost, no matter what I build or what I do, like, she almost always does way more damage than any other character. Alright, they're dead. Here we go. Surrender Live is not a very difficult fight. So let's see if we can make short work of it.
Out of my way!
Alright, that hurt a little bit. Not too bad though. Throw a quarry up. And we'll wait one more turn. No Well of the Banshee? Really? Alright, let's see what we can do. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed in that damage. Alright, let's try throwing up a challenge. So we've got a studied target, a quarry, and a challenge on now. And we're still missing way more attacks than I thought we would.
I don't like you! Out of my way!
I mean, we're not making short work of it like my most recent Sela DPS build did, or, you know, Ember did, or something like that. But I think, especially with potions, we're going to pretty easily win the fight. If I can put them on. And we may not actually need the potions, but
I'll split you
just in case.
half.
I want to check. AC's 53. What does it go up to if I use combat expertise? Oh, I gotta attack first, don't I? Yeah. Alright, let's try it. I'm not hitting very much, but it goes up to 65, which is pretty good. 65 is definitely enough to tank at core difficulty. Yeah, that's what I was actually talking about, Lunar Eye. If you watched my Ember build, well, technically it wasn't a one-shot because it was a ray which shoots 3 shots, but yeah. Hellfire Ray on Ember, and definitely one-shot Turandaliv if you got a good build going. But still, being able to solo Turandaliv at all, I mean, this is not supposed to be a solo character. So if I can solo Turandaliv, I feel like that's a pretty good indication that it would be successful. Although I'm thinking I might turn off this combat expertise. We're just not doing enough damage with it on. I'm not sure what Trick Fate is, but I'm talking about just a well-built Ember. Go look at my Ember build video that I put out a couple weeks ago. That it's a arcane trickster build, and I mean, I'm pretty sure it's in that video that it shows her. She uses Hellfire Ray and hits Turandaliv for over like 500 damage, and Turandaliv dies. Like right at the very beginning of the fight. There's no Trick Fate or anything crazy. What is Trick Fate? Is that the trickster spell?
Out of my way! I'll split you in half!
Okay, so this guy can tank, but he definitely does not have the actual... He doesn't have a high enough attack bonus to regularly hit while tanking. So he's definitely better for DPS purposes.
I don't like you! Out of my way! I'll split you in half!
Yeah, anything of justice is just overpowered as hell in this game. At pretty much any point you can use it. Whenever I did my, what was it, my Trickster build video, or not Trickster build, but Trickster Mythic Path video, and during the beta, somebody was telling me that with some Trickster build you could actually deal out 3,000 damage per turn. I looked and I couldn't figure out how to do it, and I never actually found the build on the forums or anything, so I'm not 100% sure that it was legit. But for sure the Trickster can put out some really good damage too. I think 3,000 might have been a bit of an exaggeration though. Alright, well, it looks like we don't have enough potions to actually defeat Turandaliv. Well, no, she's almost out of life. We might still.
I won't go down this easy. I don't like you.
There we go, we got her. Alright, so we can solo Tyrendeliv with potions with this build.
Erebus Tirabade stands
And if we had
relieved.
the whole party there, that fight probably would have been over extremely quickly. But I mean,
It's not important.
it's a good indication.
Farewell, Knight Tirabade. May your road to Iomede's throne be untroubled and swift.
I did play an Angel Oracle. Actually, it was my first build ever on the channel, and it was the first character that I played all the way through in beta.
You have returned, Commander.
But anyways, yeah, it was an Angel Oracle, and of course you can't play the entire game in beta, but it was very powerful all the way through. Does good spell damage even before you get the
Goddess, you have what
Time to
Iomade,
stretch me muscles.
grant us strength.
it does good spell damage even before you get the justice spells, Storm of Justice and Bolt of Justice. I actually was focused on dealing fire damage. That was kind of what I focused on with the Flame Mystery,
Fight to the last breath.
or the Blackened Curse, and the Flame Mystery. And yeah, it had really good spell damage. It made for a really good offensive caster throughout pretty much the whole game.
It isn't my time yet.
Well, that's taken forever.
Make way.
Alright, well, I'll leave this up to y'all. Do y'all want to test this further and see just how far it can go? Do y'all want to start another test build? Or I can go to the Divine Herbalist playthrough that I started last night, and maybe we can play an hour or an hour and a half of that. Yeah, and see how that is. Oh, duh, I don't have Disarm. Not the whole party here. Well, maybe that's what I should have done then. Not a lefty. I guess if anybody could crit land 5 attacks and all of them be crits all in the same turn, then yeah, I guess it would be a trickster build. What's the two-handed weapon that has a really high crit chance? Fauchard, I think it is. I think you can get that to like almost a 50% crit chance with the trickster perception tricks, or to like a 45% crit chance or something like that. Oh, hey, Han. You made it. This is actually your build. I don't know how long you've been here, but this is your build that I took off of the Discord build channel. Probably not 100% optimized, but you know, I did what I could with it, and I think it's pretty good. We just soloed Tyrendeliv with it.
What's over there? Nah,
And
I don't want to know.
I didn't stick exactly to what you put in the spreadsheet, but I stuck, you know, pretty close to it and combined it with a Slayer, took the Legend to Mythic path. And so, yeah, anyways, I hope that you like it. You should probably, like I was saying, you know, tweak it some, optimize it. But I think what we did with it here tonight, you know, is a pretty good base for what you were looking for. Yeah, well, that's cool, you know. Thanks for showing up, anyways. Um, but yeah, if you go back and you watch the video, we kind of went through everything. And right now, we'll just go over it again real quick because I was actually at like level 9 whenever we started the video. I started building it a little bit beforehand. So just real quick going back over it. We got weapon focus, which was short spear, shield focus, shield bash, power attack, outflank, improved critical short spear, shield master, bashing finish, critical focus, accomplished sneak attacker, and iron will. There for our feats. And then over here for the tactician feats, we took shake it off, back to back, and shield wall. Probably take shield wall earlier than that, like over here if you're actually planning on having multiple party members, you know, with a shield so that you can actually make use of shield wall. But anyways, yeah. The one thing I would say is I did not realize that the Order of the Lion needed charisma for this For the King ability. So I actually did dump charisma. So you might pick maybe like the Order of the Sword, which I don't think has a charisma requirement for any of their abilities. Or if you really wanted to stick with Order of the Lion, maybe dump wisdom to increase charisma so that you actually get some bonuses in For the King. And then, yeah, down here for the Slayer bonus feats or talents, we took 2 weapon fighting, blind fight, combat reflexes, improved 2 weapon fighting, greater 2 weapon fighting, blinding critical, improved initiative. And I combined it with the Slayer so that you could get some sneak attack damage thrown in there, and also so that we didn't have to increase our dexterity. We didn't put any points into dexterity, just left it at 10. And we used our levels in Slayer to get access to things like 2 weapon fighting. Because the amount of dexterity you have doesn't matter. As a Slayer, taking it as a Slayer talent, you can take it regardless of your dexterity. So anyways, yeah, that's kind of the idea that I came up with for it. And I think we actually took more feats than this, but I guess with the Legend Mythic Path, they don't show what feats you take after level 20. So you would have to go back and watch the video after, I guess, we're done or whatever, and you could see which feats we took after level 20 to kind of get an idea there. Yeah, I thought precision damage was not multiplied on it. Alright, anyways, I think I saw where people were wanting to go play the Divine Herbalist. So yeah, I think maybe we'll go ahead. And I actually already saved this build, so I can go back to it if I need to. Han, if it's cool with you, I might actually make a build video out of this build. Yeah, so I might end up doing that. if you're okay with that. And for now, I think I'm going to go ahead and load up that Divine Herbalist, and maybe we'll play that for, I don't know, an hour or so before I gotta go. Unless somebody else has a different build or something that they want me to work on. Yeah, I think precision damage actually is multiplied on a crit. I think it's what I was thinking of, and why I kind of cut myself off is that it's not multiplied on vital strike. I think. I don't know. I'm gonna search it real quick just so that we can have a good solid answer for it. Okay, so here we've got a confirmation, unless this is also wrong. And that confirmation is that precision damage is never multiplied on a critical hit. So there we go. Also not multiplied on a critical hit are special weapon qualities such as flaming or corrosive or whatever like that. And pretty much everything else, from what I'm reading here, is multiplied on a critical hit. All right, it might take me a little while, Han, but you know, I like the premise, and I've been trying to make videos out of all of the player submitted builds that get submitted. And I'm not going to make a backstory or anything like that for it, but give me some time, maybe a week or two, because I need to get our full party build video out, and then I'll see if I can't get the build video out for that, for your Spartan.
I found something.
I do not think that the monk has a sneak attack archetype, although the monk is one of the classes that I've not covered very well in my playthroughs. Like, I think I've only used the monk pretty much as a dip class, like, sometimes. But I don't think any of them have, any of the monk archetypes provide, sneak attack damage, or sneak attack dice. You can get, bonuses either from your charisma or wisdom, so I guess just plan your character according to that. I think the Skeld Fist is the one that uses charisma, and then the other monks use wisdom. Could be wrong on that though, but it'll definitely tell you whenever you're creating your character, so just look out for that. Alright, so this is the Divine Herbalist that we started last night, Nanea.
We march ahead.
And we're doing pretty well
Time has
so far. You can see we actually get some extra healing abilities as a Divine Herbalist, the way that we have this built, which gives us Healer's Way, which heals hit points on others, and Healer's Way self, which heals, you know, our hit points as a swift action. And then we also do extra healing on
I stand ready.
with our healing spells. So yeah, a lot more healing than what you'd normally get out of a character. And we're only at level 2. Actually, let you go get the cleric. Alright, just fight.
Open.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The spirits demand your blood. No glory without risk.
I don't think that liches use charisma for hit points. I mean, I think like in the tabletop they do, but the lich in this game, I guess for fairness or for whatever reason, it's still based on Constitution or for its hit points. Yeah, I'm not sure how being a good lich would work, really. Remember Fudge Muppet, if you ever
I will not fall.
listened to any of their podcasts or watched their videos one time, they were debating if you could possibly be a good lich or use necromancy in general. Of course, that's a completely different game, but it still kind of applies to that thought. If you could use necromancy in general without being evil or in a good way. And I think I agreed with the conclusion that, yeah, probably not. Alright, well, you might be right about that, Lunariah. I don't know, I thought that I had read that they decided to keep it Constitution because Well, actually, I don't recall an exact explanation, but I thought that it was still Constitution. But yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then definitely Scaled Fist would be the way to go there.
I will see this through.
Yeah, the undead companions were a little bit disappointing. The skeletal champion was a little bit disappointing. The thing that was probably the most disappointing, though, by far, at least power-wise with the Lich for me, was the undead that you could summon, like using Create Undead, or, you know, Animate Dead. Even with the extra buffs that being a Lich, you know, gives your undead, like, they're extremely ineffective in combat. Which is, yeah, unfortunate.
I'll watch your back.
I had this kind of idea of having like an army of the dead kind of thing going on.
I always did what was right. Therefore,
And,
I will
yeah, that didn't work out so well.
whatever I do now becomes right because I am righteous. Attack! Defeat is not an option.
Is it possible? Well, yeah, I don't think that Paladin Lich should be possible. But, yeah, I mean, that's the difference, I guess, between a video game and a tabletop. Like, the video games, there's like these hard rules that you can kind of manipulate in your own way or whatever way you want to. And that doesn't work so well with the tabletop. Or I guess you could say it works better with house rules and whatever. I guess it depends on how you look at it.
Well,
Yeah, Delamere's not bad, but most of the archers, like, as long as you pick the correct feats and stuff for them, like, almost all the archer classes are good in the game.
Together we stand.
A bright future awaits us.
Alright, come on, do your healing thing there, Divine Herbalist. There we go, 10. That's a good heal for level 2.
We shall overcome.
Yeah, Ridgel's a good character there, Dumpling. It really is, but yeah,
That is quite a discovery.
the melee gnome Hell Knight thing is definitely not one of the better archetypes that the companions have going on. But he is a pretty cool character overall. Then again, I kind of have a soft spot for gnomes, so that could be bleeding into that a little bit. I'm only catching about 10-15% of what you are actually saying, so yeah, sorry if I'm missing stuff or chiming in something that doesn't make sense. That might be because I'm not catching the full chat.
I am helpful.
Right now, while I'm thinking about it though, if everybody could hit the like and subscribe buttons, it would really help the channel out a lot, help this stream out, you know, I'd appreciate it. If you could take a second to do that, that'd be awesome. And also, if you're interested in the Baldur's Gate 3 giveaway that our channel is doing, check the description of this video, and there are details there for how you can enter the giveaway. The drawing's on the 28th, and we're giving away a free digital copy of Baldur's Gate 3 on Steam.
What's that there?
And there's also a link to our Discord down below in that same description if you want to join that.
I hope you appreciate this.
If you do, you can check out Han's build in the build section there for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Alright, I'm done plugging things. Hey, Dumpling, I'm actually just kind of making it up as I go along, and whoever's here in the stream, whenever I'm making the build, you know, they can give suggestions as I'm leveling it. But I do like the build and the concept of the build enough that I am considering making an actual full build video on it, maybe even one with a backstory like I like to do. So, yeah, that may be coming, but right now, no, there's not an actual official written out build for it.
I stand ready.
Trust me.
Yet another obstacle.
Alright, sweet, that worked. Can we hit that one with the sleep too? Nope, we didn't get that one with it. But that's alright. Oh, Camellia, you are dying way too fast. Come get your healing first before you go over there. Alright.
You are today's sacrifice.
By the way, this is core difficulty, last Aslanti mode that we're playing right now. And, you know, if anybody's interested, we play this every Thursday night. And if we don't have any player-submitted builds for our Friday night live streams, then we play it on Friday night as well. And tomorrow morning, we will be playing Baldur's Gate 3 and a co-op playthrough, if anybody's interested in that.
Let us not hesitate.
And I didn't think of it earlier, but we need to put a composite bow on here. Wait, no. Hello? Can anybody hear me? No. I hate you. Not you guys, of course. It's actually not showing on the video, but I have the game just stops working. I've got to close it out. There was some type of fatal error or something. So yeah, that sucks. That means everything that I just did, and we were doing pretty well there too, is probably gone. No, not probably. I'm sure it is. Hopefully it didn't erase the playthrough, since it's last Aslanti mode. I don't think that it works like that. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that somebody's happy about it, Sam. You know what? If I could make you smile, then it was worth ruining my playthrough. You know? That's how important you are to me, Sam. You know, I am tempted to start a Monk Lich build, but it will not be a solo build. I'm not that much of a glutton for punishment, you know. All right, we're gonna figure out this argument real quick right here. I'm already loading up the game, so I'll just hit new game and we'll see which what core difficulty does or doesn't allow, and yeah, that'll be solved. I seriously doubt that she needs to be jealous of me. You know, that's not very likely. All right, so we can clearly turn on or off last Aslanti mode, immersive mode. Oh no, I don't want that on. All right, here, enable character retrain. It's off in core mode. If we turn it on, it goes to custom. Okay. And we go back to core, it turns off. So There we go. No, no respecs in core mode. Why do you hate me, not a lefty? Solo Bard unfair run? I mean, if I was getting paid, then I would do an unfair run, but like somebody would literally have to be paying me for me to want to punish myself, even if it's not a solo run. Like that's just not fun. Yeah, I know I'm not the most likable guy, but I really didn't think that, you know, you'd hate me. Alright, let's see if that save file is still there, or where it's at. Alright, well the save file is still here. Yeah, I didn't save anything that we did though. So that sucks. Alright, well, let's brainstorm then. I don't feel like going back through and doing that again. And we also don't have a lot of time left till I'm gonna have to go. But yeah, let's go back through this. Let's brainstorm that Lich Monk. Whatever ideas you have for the Lich Monk, if you want to share them, throw them at me. I want to go through here and just kind of build it. Probably not going to be any undead looking portraits that would work for a monk. Maybe that's kind of monkish actually. Alright, I'm going with that. Alright, so monk. I think we agreed Scaled Fist is the way to go. And not too sure. I mean, if we really want to max charisma, then we learned that half elf is the way to go for that. If you want to max charisma as high as possible. Kitsune might be a good idea though, because we can do the shapeshift deal and we can actually get higher bonuses for our physical stats. So maybe that's actually the better way to go. Yeah, unfortunately, Sam, I do not know which mod this is. I downloaded almost every single Pathfinder Kingmaker portrait mod, and it's one of those from, yeah, those. +2 dexterity, +2 strength. I think that's probably what we want, right? 2 dexterity, 2 charisma, -2 strength. The Lunaraya thinks we should go gnome. You think that's better than Kitsune? I mean, I guess for straight AC it probably would be. I'm sorry, I cannot build a paladin. Yeah, I can't build a paladin lich. We're going for monk here, right? As I was saying that, I was thinking, well, maybe a paladin lich could really just be considered a death knight, so maybe that would make it okay. So, yeah, that's why I started doubting myself in the middle of saying that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and... No. And I think we're gonna stick with basic. I think we already get that, or yeah, we should get that as a monk, right? I'm sure. Yep. So don't need that. Alright, I think we're just gonna go with craftsman here. And smith, unless somebody's going to object to that. Alright, and we want to max dexterity. And we might have to stick with 8 strength. I'm gonna have to go back and change the portrait too, yeah. And we're gonna put that there. Alright. Looks good to me. Definitely want mobility. I don't suppose that anything else really matters all that much, so we'll go with perception. Oh, we're swapping the halfling? Okay, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, halfling does look like a better monk anyways. The look definitely fits better than the gnome. Not that that really matters too much, I guess, but... I guess that's the closest one. Really wish it didn't have the crossbow there, though. Those are the only halfling pictures that I have, though. Actually, just let me look at default real quick. Maybe there's one over here. Yeah, that one might be okay. Alright, we want to keep the basic racial heritage, right? Is that correct? Alright, and what is Cautious Defender? I'm not familiar with that. Is that a feat? Not a heritage. Alright, good night, Lunariah. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. Definitely appreciate it. Should have your build video out. If not tomorrow, then on Sunday, so keep an eye open for that. Okay, there we go. I found it. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that. Increasing your AC by 2, or your dodge bonus to AC by 2. That's yeah, that's pretty nice. I like that. And here, let's go ahead and take crane style, I guess. Do you have a preference for your god here, Sam? Now I'm just realizing we're turning this into a lich, a halfling lich monk. Those three things just don't fit together very well in my head. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take Hasty. I like that. That'll work. Aurori. You had to pick the hardest one to say. Aurori. Alright. I guess we're gonna be lawful evil here then. A hairstyle that doesn't look ridiculous. That looks almost like a little mini Bruce Lee, right? Yeah, I don't know. We might dip to Paladin, but if we end up playing this out, but I really don't want to play a Paladin Lich Monk.
This will hurt! I have idly.
This will let us...
Spell's not working like that. That's what you get.
And off we go.
So, it comes to this.
Well, it's Sam's build. I guess if that's what Sam wants, then that's what we'll do with it once we do play it out. I don't know how much we're actually going to get to play tonight. I almost went with Grumpy. Like, that was the one that I kind of wanted, but it sounded so much like a dwarf that I just clicked off of it. But since you went with Grumpy, I'm picking it. Have any kind of a preference for a name? Yeah, thank you for reminding me about the lawful evil thing. Goes against everything inside of me. But sure, I'll be a lawful good lich.
Don't know, don't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm having to tell myself right now, Dan. Halfling, lich, paladin, monk, rogue for the lulz. No, wait, that wasn't a halfling. There, Flitch. Halfling lich. Lich.
March, march. All I do is march.
Xavier Cheesy McFly. Well, that's all we've got so far. All right, well, we might do that. Doesn't using a weapon stop you, or I think it stops you from using crane wing, right? It's not crane style.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get...
Really not super familiar with the class, like I said, but I think it's crane wing that stops, and I guess if we don't need that, then we can do a side.
Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds. None of that. My powers are not
Yeah, I
enough.
usually am too, Sam. Yeah, that's why I came up with such a lame name. It's like, all right, nobody wants to just watch me stare at a screen while I try to think of some name that doesn't suck, so I'll just make one up that sucks so we can get past it already. Like Flitch.
All right, as you wish.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of... But do not...
I probably have a save standing close to Hillor in Act 2. If not, I have a mod that can just, you know, mod any character into, you know, you can respec it and mod it, whether you're, or not mod it, but respec it without using Hillor. Hey, good night, not a lefty. Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to end the stream. Remember, we'll be here tomorrow for most of the day, probably, with Baldur's Gate 3 if you're interested. Appreciate you coming and hanging out and helping us with the build. Actually, whenever the game first came out, Dan, I made a save right at the end of Act 2, right before you have to choose your mythic path. And so for a while, anytime that I would want to try out a different mythic path or a different character or something, I would just load up that save, choose whichever mythic path I wanted, and, you know, you're right there at the end of Act 2, so basically like skipping the first 2 acts, and then you just you know, respec into whatever you want. Of course, once if you use a mod, you don't even have to go that far, but if you don't like using mods, then you can do that and just respec it Hillor.
Discari himself. Right away. Good luck.
Hey, I'm glad that you did, Sam. We'll be back here next Friday night, and we'll do some more builds. After this cutscene, I'm probably going to go ahead and save it. So, but next Friday night, if we don't have any more builds that have been submitted to be made, then we'll go ahead and pick up this Halfling Lich playthrough. And we'll just kind of play this through until either we die or we beat the game.
The Silver Dragon to Rendalet.
I just realized that that was so loud you probably couldn't understand what I was saying or how I was talking because I didn't plug in my headphones whenever it got louder. So yeah, sorry about that.
That's all that matters. Damn it. Yeah, things are looking grim enough. Good to some.
Alright, so yeah, go ahead and save. Thank you for coming. If you're interested in the Baldur's Gate 3 giveaway, be sure that you check the description of the video before you take off. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to join our Lorespire Discord server, I'm on there pretty much every day, and there are other members that are on there too. So you can chat, hang out, bring up your build ideas or what it is that you want to do there. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Thanks everybody for showing up. It was definitely a ton of fun. I'll be back tomorrow if y'all want to hang out again. And yeah, okay. This has been Chris with Lorespire. Be well, my friends. Oh, Wooly, I missed you the whole night. Here you are, right at the end. All right, thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, sorry. Glad you were here, Wooly. This has been Chris with Lorespire. Be well, my friends.